Okay, so we have Miraidon with Rillaboom as well, but we got Urshifu, Volcarona, Incineroar, and Lunala. So yeah, really, it's just the opposing Miraidon, and then going from there. I think the one thing I would need to be mindful of, do I go the Trick Room route? My hands looks good, but I think the problem is like the attack drops from Incineroar hurt. I don't mind Ho-Oh because they wouldn't want to use their Urshifu in Trick Room, right? So I would honestly be down for like a bundle Miraidon lead, and then depending on what they bring in, then we can kind of mosey around with Frigg, or I could bring in. Yeah, I'll do that, because then I'll bring in Fareg, and then I'll bring in Ho-Oh. Yeah. Because Ho-Oh is a pretty safe, like, because if they're like, oh, I'm going to do the whole fake out stuff, then switching in Fareg can help with that. Right, so if it's like Urshifu and Rillaboom, then you would want to switch in Fareg Grab so I can get the one-hit KO on Urshifu. Alright, so Miraidon and Incin comes in versus my bundle and my Miraidon. Okay. Their Miraidon is naturally faster. Okay. I guess the question I have is, would they commit any Terras turn 1? Are any of my Terras helpful? Grass Terra could be helpful against Urshifu, but it doesn't look like they brought heavy speed control then, if they're bringing in Incineroar. I mean, it definitely feels like I could Ghost Terra. I mean, I could double protect. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Yeah, because they don't Terra either. Yeah. And what does, yeah, so the Ghost Terra would have been a pretty big move. So they just Draco. Okay, that's helpful to see. I mean, Icy Wind is pretty solid. I can Volt Switch into their Incin. I think Fareg can take one Draco. And then the following turn do something like Freeze Dry. Okay, Miraidon switches out, that's actually huge. Into Rillaboom, that's fine. That means Rillaboom takes a decent amount of damage. What Terra would Incineroar go for? It's like the worst Terra you could choose. Were you looking to get a one-hit KO? Okay, you survive? Question? What? That's like the worst outcome. Okay. What? Behind a turn. Okay, I'm confused. Miraidon can come back in, sure. Okay. Okay, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I'll switch out Bundle for Fareg, and then I'll just Brave Bird into Rilla. Sure, Fake Out's gone. Can't do anything. Okay, it's Calm Mind to Lunala. Yeah, and they send in their own Miraidon, sure. I don't think they're going to get a double KO here, so I'm going to set up Trick Room, and I'm going to protect for now. And then I put in my own Miraidon and probably do like Dazzling Gleam. Like basically I need to get rid of their Lunala to prevent Wide Guard, so I can just fire off Dazzling Gleams for free. The Water Terror on Incineroar is very questionable. Were they hoping for a free switch in? Like, that's what I would have predicted. Because there's no attack that I would have done against Incineroar that would have... None of my Pokemon would have had it. It would have been Freeze Dry, but I wasn't planning on doing that anyways. Yeah, so the Grass Terror is going to be perfect. Lunala can set up all the Calm Minds at once. You aren't the defensive one, so I'm gonna Foul Play, and I'm gonna Grass Terror Brave Bird into Lunala. Bundle still has this Focus Sash intact, so that gives me 1 turn of survival. Some damage. Great damage. I survive. Fine. Okay. Brig's knocked out, but you don't have a great switch in. Lunala reveals leftovers, which is fine by me. I'll Dazzle, and I'll Brave Bird into Lunala. You'd have to hope that you survive this Brave Bird, and that's the main question you have to ask yourself. And if you Wide Guard, then their Miraidon would have to switch out of his choice specs. Yep. Fine. Good protect, but Incineroar I think gets knocked out by this. Yeah. Yeah, they're hoping that their leftovers can carry them through. I think the main thing I need to watch out for is when does terrain end? Alright, 2 turns of Trick Room, 1 turn of Electric Terrain. Okay. So I would need to probably switch out to Bundle, Brave Bird into Lunala to make sure I still maintain speed control. Because Bundle can have Sash. They have no priority. And I have Protect. That's enough. Okay. by me. And we're right on locking into a, yeah, last turn electric train and last turn trick room. So I'll push freeze dry here and I'll just protect. Because I got focus sash anyways. So I don't need to play super passive. It's fine by me. That's -2 special attack. Perfect, yeah. So you can only target one. That's fine. And negative. Tickled. You'll probably choice scarf then. That makes sense. But get him out of here. Perfect. Yep. Woo! That was a great game. Yeah, a lot of speed control shenanigans, and luckily their Lunala was not the electric seed variant, so that really helped out. But yeah, using Trick Room against them, and then at the end, basically pinned them down with the Zacian factor of, well, you can only target one Pokemon, right? So